You too. Whoa. Cool. I feel good. I feel great. Hopefully, I spearheaded this thing right and got this in here because I have no idea how to really utilize it. And I want to thank the sponsor. I want to thank the sponsor of this video. I want to thank the sponsor, Roku TV, which is having technical difficulties getting to you guys for some reason. I don't know why it is, but why it's having issues. I see a giant. I'll remove it. What's going on? What's up, people? What's up, people? Huddle Sports Network has sent me a link and sent me all this stuff, and it ain't working. But how y'all doing? I told y'all I get it. I told you. I told y'all I would get it, man. I told y'all. Oh yeah, it's working now. Okay. Okay. It looks like it's working. So I did put an intro in here. You obviously know. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm very excited. This is my first little live stream, or first real one. Man, I feel like I gotta put this in the back a little more. I'm in the basement. I've never understood how to do this stuff. So it's good to do this stuff and figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Without further ado, man. Let's get to it. Video clips. There we go. I'm gonna start my video clip. Those of you on Roku or those of you on YouTube, we got it. Those of you on DLP, we got it. We got it just for you today. This is the Great Expectations video, and let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
People did this one.
The spirit of Detroit.
You too. I want to give a special shout out to Roku and Huddle Sports for this presentation. It looks like everything's checking out with the Roku side of things. I see 3 different levels of this. I see Facebook, I see YouTube, and I see definitely Roku Sports. So I want to give a shout out to my sponsor. They have a nice commercial breakdown. I'm going to play that towards the middle, but I'm going to play it right now, just so they know what's going on. At least they know I'm appreciative of the actual show. So I'm going to play this real quick before we get into today's show.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. This is a Huddle Sports Network
Too bad.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
They was so long with that. I don't even have intros that take that long. Oh my goodness. So big show for you today. Big show. Obviously, I'm seeing some people. Look out, world, Lions World. What's up? Let's go. Yeah, what's up? What's up? I love the new setup too, man. I love it too, man. So the Great Expectations video. I was gonna do this as a show, but it was a great idea to do it as a live and break out the stuff. Okay. It was a great idea. So look, what is your expectations for the Detroit Lions in 2024? And I think it's fair. I think it's fair for me to say, a super chat. What's up, man? What's up, bro? Name some money betting for the Lions and not against. Drop some money on the Lions. I put money on a money line for the Rams game. But yeah, let me get into this because I love doing that. Y'all know I love betting. I love betting. So look, the Great Expectations. I don't know if y'all hear my daughter and my daughter and her cousins upstairs, but sorry. But the Great Expectations. What's going to be the Great Expectations for you guys? If you could put it in the chat, put it in the chat. But for me, I think we need to look at it responsibly, right? I think everything needs to come down to what we understand as a group about the team, right? So does that make sense? First and foremost, we understand that the team, okay, the glaring hole was the secondary. The glaring issue was the pass rush as well. The offense was a top 5 offense in every statistical category, okay, with the exception of turnovers, right? The defense was very opportunistic. They very opportunistic. They stopped the run top 5 in stopping the run. The leaky coverage was a problem. Aaron Glenn zones was a problem. I'm gonna give it. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you the credit. Aaron Glenn's zones was a problem. However, there is an issue, a bigger issue at hand. Because I'm hearing Lions fans have ceilings and floors on next season based off the schedule. We're going to get to the schedule. We're going to get to everything. I got a scheduled video on my YouTube channel. This is Spirit of Detroit Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. But I'm hearing these expectations for the Lions, and I'm not liking them. So, the Great Expectations. My initial expectation, I would have to go back to understand last season, to understand my expectation now. They had 12 wins in 2023. They had 5 losses, and they snapped a 30-year drought of not winning a playoff game. Okay? Despite going there for 5 years. 2011, 2014, 2015, 2017. Look. Okay. So we snapped the playoff era starts now. That's my clock. So right now, for me, the floor is 5-year window from now to win the Super Bowl. I'm not expecting you to win the Super Bowl next year. Okay? There's a lot of people getting better. There's a lot of things, movements happening. Not expecting you to get better. Well, we got 10 and 11. We got what? We got the defense has to be key. Yeah. I mean, win some money. Let's win some money. Oh, yeah. Betting on Stafford. Who? Oh, yeah. You gave me that to win. I got you, bro. Who will get to the QB like Aiden Hutchinson? Oh, yeah. We're going to cover that. We got to. This is an hour show. Shout out to the Roku people. Shout out to the Facebook people. I see the Facebook people. I don't know if y'all can comment, but I see y'all, What was still Young Bull develop and Davenport, Houston, and Betts. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a starred comment because that's good. That's good. Thank you, Raw Detroit. Look, based off last season, we started a window, right? That's the expectation moving forward. Going to the playoffs and being competitive with real teams. San Francisco, Seattle, the Rams, Philly. This is the expectation now, okay? That's it. That's the floor. But windows open and close. I want you to understand that. I want you to take the 2018 Bills. They went 6-10, and then they drafted a QB in that 2018 draft. 2019, they went to the playoffs. Okay? They went 10-6, lost in the wild card against the Texans. Okay? Right now, as it stands, the Bills are in what? A little bit of turmoil. Sean McDermott, other individuals in that coaching staff, in that hierarchy, the GM, Brian Beane, all on the clock to get a Super Bowl because they've been going to the playoffs since 2019. 5 years, okay? 5 years, the clock started, okay? And they still haven't been able to beat Mahomes and beat the Bengals, and they've had some situations, but still the clock is there. So I want you to have a 5-year clock from now, okay? A great example of this is the NFC Championship in 2006 with the New Orleans Saints, okay? The New Orleans Saints snapped a playoff drought by winning 3 straight playoff games, getting to the NFC Championship in 2006, facing the Bears, and guess what happened? They lost against the Bears, but in the 2009-2010 regular season, guess what happened? They won the Super Bowl. 4 years. They weren't expected to be nothing in 2006 headed into the season, and then they went 10-6, and then they kept winning and winning and winning. The next year, they laid a goose. They laid a goose egg. They had some injuries. Marcus Colston was injured. Bush was out for some games. Drew Brees was out for some games. Injuries all around. They fixed that defense, and guess what happened? Okay? They won the Super Bowl. Now, it took 4 years. Took 4 years. But what happened? What happened to that coaching staff? What happened to Drew Brees? What happened? Most of those guys stayed and played. Most of those guys, like clockwork, they were hunting for dynasty. It was a different level. It was a different level of a clock. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, Lions fans are giving this team next season to win the Super Bowl. That is not a clock. That is not a fair clock. That is not appropriate. That's insane. That's by far the silliest clock I've ever seen. We better win a Super Bowl next year. I'm not doing that. We better, to me, the floor is just get to the playoffs. Like when I look at the division, the floor subjectively, when I look at the division, win this division. That's realistic. When I hear people say, oh, we got to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, that's insanity. Because even good teams are not guaranteed to go back or go to a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is a great player, phenomenal player. Still wasn't guaranteed to go to a Super Bowl when he got his first start. He had a good team, got his first start, took the leap. Matter of fact, let's get into Kansas City because that's a prime example of a team that took advantage of their window. Okay? Because windows open and close. You see how the Bills is closing now and the Saints is actually opening up some? Let's check this out. This is Alex Smith's current record as it stands with Kansas City Chiefs. Turn the air on. I'm sorry if the sound quality. Tell me if the quality is good on the sound. I don't really know how to do this stuff. Confident they should leapfrog that organization's bone structure. Windows open and close fast. Yeah, someone understands me. I disagree slightly about the 5 years. I get you. I fully believe as long as Brad Holmes and Dan are here, we can run that as long as we can. I agree with that. I agree with that. I like the infrastructure as it is to stand the test of time. But I'm saying, like, for Super Bowl, for the Lions, I'm giving it 5 years. Agree. You simply make the playoffs year in and year out. Start there. Exactly. The dominator division. Now, I was watching Crunch Time Sports and all these other places, and they were talking about expectations and winning a Super Bowl, and I'm cool with it. I understand. I get it. But I'm not about to put that pressure on Jared Goff in this offense. I would have to put that pressure on Aaron Glenn and the defense to actually get the job done and come down with some more turnovers and do some things that are going to be good. Stay healthy, right? I'm going to have to be more hard because the offense is going to be good. Let's just face it. The offense is going to be outstanding. And, you have the same core pieces there. The offensive line is there. Jared Goff is pretty stable and steady in the pocket, as well as the offensive line. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown. You have a capable running game. You have the pieces. You have the long, steady pieces. They were the least penalized team in the league offensively. So I feel very confident that the offense is going to be okay. Now, during the NFC Championship and the wild card, playing the Rams and playing teams like the Eagles, because the Eagles will be back, playing teams like the Cowboys, we need that secondary not to be a joke. Okay? That's what I say. That secondary cannot be a joke. Let me get back to this and why this is important. Alex Smith was 50-26. Okay? Alex Smith was also 1-4 in the postseason in his playoffs career with the Chiefs. Okay? 5 years. This is why I said 5 years. Because the Bills, remember I talked about the Bills. The Bills are going to have to do something or make changes, severe changes, because their fan base is clamoring like, hey, look, y'all been to the AFC Championship. Y'all been to the AFC. Y'all been to this. Y'all been at the divisional. Y'all have not got the job done. We lost the ball. We lost this. We lost that. And you guys have not gotten the job done with what we have. Okay? You start to hear Sean McDermott, Brian Bean. You start to hear all these names coming up for they need to be replaced. They need to be fired. They can't win the big one. Indianapolis Colts. They had like a whole 10-year history of like just winning. And that was it. They had a 10-year history of just winning. That was it. And you got to take advantage of your window. Alex Smith? Yeah, there we go. See, this is so new to me. Alex Smith, he was out of there. He couldn't win in the big game. So severe changes take place when you don't win in the big game. And he's not the only one. I mean, look, we have to really understand the squandered opportunities that were there in the past. Okay? Look at the squandering of, I'm going to say Green Bay, like post-2016. Green Bay won the championship 2010, never went back. They was talking about the coach that won them the Super Bowl was a bum. Mike McCarthy, his play calling was awful. He turned into a dude who brought the Super Bowl back. Traded Favre, did the right thing. He turned into a guy that see Aaron Rodgers and said, hey, Aaron Rodgers is the future. And he turned into a guy, and now his legacy is he's a bum. And his play calling. See how that changes? Where you're trying to focus on a dynasty and then you keep winning the division and you keep winning and you keep winning and nothing happens. You lose in the divisional to Atlanta. You lose in this until you lose. There was a while where Aaron Rodgers was just winning one playoff game or none. He wasn't even winning the divisional. Wasn't even guaranteed. I only use that and preface that with this. Atlanta Falcons squandered their opportunity. They could have beat the Patriots handedly. But what they did was they stopped running the ball. They stopped scoring in the third quarter. You know, Lions mistakes. And what they did was they blew up their whole team because they were trying to chase that Super Bowl again. They lost it. They lost their offensive coordinator. They lost their defensive coordinator. Then they lost this and this and this and this. And slowly but surely, Matt Ryan to a retirement. It just got bad. And in 5 years, they were irrelevant again. So I'm giving the Lions 5 years. 5 years of going to the playoffs. 5 years of make this thing work. 5 years. I know y'all want me to hit home to the point, but there's so many historic examples of this 5-year window. Let's get to the comments. Defense. Oh, Mike Fletcher says, last season, the only thing keeping me thinking we could beat anyone was the defense. Okay. Specifically the secondary. Yep. Look like we fixed that this year. I could be seeing us be able to beat any team. I think so. I think my last video showed that we can beat any team. I'm really not scared of that schedule. Jamison Williams, 60 to 70 receptions. If that happens, this right here, this stat line, they're throwing the ball a lot. 40 receptions for Peoples-Jones. We can do that. We can do a video on that. All those Calvin and Barry years. Exactly. I have measured glaring hole was never addressed. You know, whether it be O-line or secondary. You know, Alter can't be elite until you win it. I don't know who Alter is. Listen to the man, knows what he's talking about. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I guess he talking to me. I don't know. But I feel like the likelihood for the Lions. Y'all like this little setup I got, right? I teach this like a class. It's like I just wanted it to look like a school class, like virtual school. It's cool. Oh, so we got a comment. Hold on. Emmanuel. That's not true. It's a fan's view. Oh, yeah. Tell that Liverpool or Arsenal Premier League. You talk about soccer, bro? Yeah. Well, again, I can show you examples in history. See, that's why I don't be reading comments. You can't get me to read comments. You'll never get me to read comments, man. Oh, man. History. Examples of history. Last year, the playoffs were a must-win, right? It was a must get to the playoffs, get to the postseason, make something happen. For a lot of people, it wasn't even just go to the NFC Championship game. It was win a playoff game. For me, it was win a playoff game is the measurement for the team. And I said, if Jared Goff gives you the NFC Championship, you pay him. They did both. It's good measuring stick, 5 years. But I don't want y'all to say, oh, the Lions are one and done in the playoffs. I don't want y'all to get nervous about that. Everybody's going to be gunning for us, man. Oh, it's blue and silver. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well as well, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. You can always come on this stream, man. You my guy. Pride time. This is defense holding us. Yeah. Like the Seahawks. Yeah. Seahawks. Another team. They had a different window. They had a dynasty window. And they squandered that. There's only one or two ways you're going to squander a dynasty window. You're going to mess up in the Super Bowl or you're never going to get back. Man, I love this. I've been missing out on this live stream stuff. This is cool, man. It's like I'm talking to y'all, man. This is so cool. I really should have did this a long time ago. This is so awesome. I was like, man, I bought the equipment and set it up. This is so awesome, man. We must stay consistent like the Packers and then have this division. I agree with that. There's no excuse. We look at the talent that's around. Obviously, I'm concerned about two teams. There's the Packers who went to the playoffs. And also, it's not the Vikings. It's the Bears. I'm concerned about the Bears. I know what you're going to say. Why are you concerned about the Bears and Caleb Williams? Historically, the Lions don't do well with mobile quarterbacks, okay? We've seen it with Brock Purdy. We've seen it where he scrambles for 30 yards and gets a first down. We've seen it. And tell me if my sound's good, okay? Tell me how y'all hearing me and everything. Is my quality good? Just let me know. You can give me an A, B, C, all that stuff. I don't know. But their wide receivers for the Bears are an elite group, man. That's an elite group. First, you got Rome Odunze. That's obviously going to be your X. You could put Mike. It's not Mike. It's is it Mike Evans? No, it's someone else. It's the guy from the Chargers in the slot guy, right? And Caleb does scramble. Yeah, Caleb, I just seen a video, bro. I just seen a video. They said Caleb's not a scrambling quarterback. And I'm like, bro, we got the tape. What are you talking about? But I think what they meant was Allen. Yes, that's his name. Keenan Allen. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bro, I think what they meant was a scrambling quarterback looks to run first. And I think if I watched the video in full in totality, they would explain that he's a mobile quarterback. That's another thing that people don't understand. Justin Fields was a scrambling quarterback. Michael Vick was a scrambling quarterback. Caleb Williams, he's running and he's looking to throw. He's a mobile quarterback. We can even make the same ideal for Goff, who will get mobile to throw. That's but I didn't watch the video in totality. But I'm a season ticket holder for the Chargers. He's for real. Yeah. That's what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about the Bears, man. Say what you want about Caleb Williams, about the fingernails, about the crying at the game. Say what you want. Okay. I watch Fields get 30 yards of play was that Thanksgiving? I watched him get 30 yards of play when he did the little shimmy, and then our offense woke up in the fourth quarter, and Jared Goff led them boys to a win. I swear, Caleb can do the same thing, but he could actually throw. That's the problem. Now I'm worried about them beating us by like one game. Only, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is this. Why am I worried about the Packers beating us in the game? Why am I worried about, the Bears sneaking a game from us? Because it affects our seeding. If I tell you the Lions are the team to beat, I want the road to the playoffs to go through Detroit. I do not want the road to the playoffs to go to Dallas. I do not want the road to the playoffs to go to Philly in the wintertime. I do not want to see Jared Goff throwing the ball in Philly with 2 gloves on. And y'all know that's going to happen in the snow. I do not want to see. I need the playoffs to go through Detroit. And if they don't go through Detroit, they need to go through San Francisco, and Detroit needs to be a 3rd seed or a 2nd seed. That way we know for a fact we got 3 playoff games. That's what we need. Why am I saying that? Because of the third quarter lulls. The third quarter lulls that we have as a team. Oh, wait. We got some people. Hold on. We got some people in the chat. Hold on. Love y'all, man. This is so awesome. It bothers me when people say Goff is not under pressure because he can't run. He was 2nd in the NFL against the blitz in Mahomes. Yeah, he can get mobile. He went to UCLA. There's mobile tape of him at UCLA. There's not. To your point about the schedule, I'm not scared exactly about. But to your point with the NFC North rivals, there are a variety of reasons. Exactly. I'm slightly worried about the team with the mobile QB. Hopefully, defense steps up. Yeah, I see the division being more nerve-wracking and tougher. Yes, I agree. San Francisco has no chance of winning more than 12 games this year. You know your stuff, big dog. Thank you, bro. Manuel Carrera, thank you, bro. This is Saquon Barkley's best season, he says it. Exactly. I don't want the playoffs going through no other place but Detroit. The playoffs are not going to go through Tampa Bay. The playoffs are not going to go through Green Bay. The playoffs is not going to go, God willing, God help it, are not going to go through Dallas, God willing, because you know what they're going to do in Dallas. They're going to be throwing flags. They're going to be looking the other way. They're going to say, I reported. I did not. I did not report. It's like, man, I don't know what it is. Dallas just always get their way. On the schedule, we see Dallas. Man, on the schedule, we see Dallas is crazy. They have us again at home. I'm not mad, but I'm just concerned. Like, There's like 4 years where they've never came here. They've never came to Detroit. Concerned. I'm starting to get concerned. That's that Illuminati. Anyway. Give me a second. Yeah. So I want the playoffs to go through Detroit. But the likelihood is, look, 5 years from last year, 5 years from this year, because we did all the playoff stuff in this year, 2024. I'm giving the Lions 5 years to win Super Bowl. Now, if they don't win it in 5 years, it's okay. You got to establish the nature of winning. I think someone said that. I think Raw Detroit said that. But you got to start owning your division, okay? It's got to be automatic, just like Green Bay was. I could live probably with 3 years of winning the division, winning a playoff game, and losing in the NFC Championship, or losing in the NFC divisional round. Because you never did that before. But for every loss you have, it's going to be a squandered season, squandered year. People are going to look at it like a squandered year. They're going to look at it like, oh my God, we had the pieces. We got to pay Houston. We got to pay this. We got to pay this. We got to reaffirm this. We got to do this. Yeah. Yeah. Divisional games are going to be tough. So we have no time to play games. So I'm putting 5 years on. I'm putting 5 years too on Jared Goff to win it. To win it. I'm not putting 5 years on him. I say something about your king. I get mad. I'm putting 5 years on the Super Bowl era. 5 years. We got the next 5 years. But what I am concerned about in terms of the playoffs, okay? You have a consistent powerhouse in the division, period. Yeah, be a powerhouse. One thing I'm looking forward to is the preseason Giovanni Manu, Stan Skipper. I want to get to that. That's nice. I like that. I like that concept. Because I'm just gonna exhaust the point of playoffs and playoffs. It's a learning experience. Look at the Patriots. Yeah, exactly. Be at the top. Let's just have some statistical practice at the top. Let's be at the top. That's what he says. Let's just be at the top. It's a learning experience. He knows what he's talking about. I'm not going to give the Lions next year to win a Super Bowl and blow it up. I'm not going to do it. That's if I'm misinterpreting what they're saying, if I'm misunderstanding what people are saying, the Lions have to win it next year. We have to win it all. If I'm misinterpreting that as desperation, blame me. Blame me. But when someone says the Lions have to win it next year, when I watch Woodward Sports and they just continue to say nonsense, we have to watch. We have to win. I'm like, bro, Nate Rule, calm down. Crunch time. The skinny dude that looks like a string bean, calm down. I got to tell him calm down. They be doing too much, man. They be doing way too much. Braylon Edwards, calm down. Dad Campbell doesn't do anything with urgency or panic ever. Exactly. Dad Campbell was so cold. When we lost that game against Baltimore, you know what he did? He didn't talk at the facility. He had a whole interview where I was a hard guy to work with this week. He was not talking. And I can imagine that same Dan Campbell when the Lions win the divisional, lose the conference championship, and that same Dan Campbell in the playoffs. When the playoffs become our regular season and it's a bookend 20-game season, like always, oh, yeah, Dan Campbell ain't playing. He is not going to play. I've never wanted to fire Dan Campbell. But one of you guys said, and I thought it was genius, to talk about the preseason. What were this flash and no substance? Hey, look. If I say it, I'm a hater. I don't know. That's why you come to my channel. I'm getting the quality back in content, putting the quality back in content. Man. But I think it was Carrera. No, it was Arthur. Arthur has said something really brilliant. He had talked about just getting get into the preseason. You know, I don't want to talk about the postseason while I talk about the preseason. But this comment is crazy. This comment is crazy. San Francisco still runs that division. San Francisco still is the team to beat. I mean, the Rams are healthy now, but they still the youngest team in the league. Geno and them. Geno under pressure. McDonald has to do something. I don't know. But yeah, the preseason, I'm looking forward to Manu. I'm looking forward to Hendon. I want to see what I have in Hendon as a backup quarterback. I want to see what I have in these rookies, Enos, Rakestraw. I want to see who runs with the ones. I'm okay if they both are slot corners. I'm okay. But one of them got to be the number one corner. The big thing I'm really okay with is seeing the new defensive line. And when I say new defensive line, I'm talking about their coach. I believe his name is Williams. It was Darren Williams, or it's in my phone. But this Williams coach, he's played with some dogs. Came from Tennessee. They had some sack numbers over there, but they had talent. That's the difference. Aiden Hutchinson, outside Aiden Hutchinson, there's nobody there except Aleem. And Aleem in a 3 technique on that left side and 3 technique, covering the B gap or the A gap, he's unstoppable. I do see Broderick Martin. I see that Broderick Martin has lost weight, and he's done the work to get on the field. He's about like 6'5" now, or he's like really cocky. I wish I had the picture. Maybe I could show it to y'all. But it was amazing. Dude lost like 100 pounds. Dude was like all muscle. Yeah, need that backup QB. San Fran will win the division, but their schedule is 5 losses for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to just keep this up here. I love this. I don't like that it blacks me out. But anyway, I'm looking forward in the preseason also to see that D-line. That's going to be immense. That's going to be really big. That D-line, what I noticed with Detroit is, if you notice, they like the edges to be like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". They like size. They really like size. And this could be exemplified by going out getting a John Kaminsky. This could be exemplified as, okay, our first round linebacker who, has barely got on the field, and he gets on the field sometimes, we'll put him at defensive end. We'll put him at defensive end, and we'll try to work with him this way. And there was countless times where they used the fact that, I was about to say Dan Campbell. They used the fact that Jack Campbell had that size, he had that length, and they put him at defensive end because there was nothing coming outside of Aiden. Say what you want about Aleem McNeil. He has been under a little bit of like scrutiny. Okay. There's a big side of people that love Aleem McNeil, but there are also people over here that think Aleem McNeil is stat padding. Okay. I've talked to numerous amounts. I think Mobby has a video where he said Aleem McNeil is useless. And in another video, I think another YouTuber says Aleem McNeil is an elite. Now, where do I stand on the Aleem McNeil? I like Aleem. I like him. He gets sacks. I think he gets sacks against lower quality offensive lines, lower quality teams, but he does rush the passer. He is more of a better rusher of the passer. So happy I was able to attend the live stream. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm so happy to be. Look at what we did. We made it, baby. We made it. We got 20 minutes left, but we made it, man. Look at this, man. This is crazy, bro. 22 in the chat, man. I got a super chat. Shout out to that dude, man. Like, this is amazing, bro. I should have did this from the jump. I'm going to get the micro mic set up, though. I'm going to try to get the micro mic. I'm going to try to get the look like I'm like I'm in the game, ESPN or whatever. Do you pay Aleem? I'll pay Aleem because he's part of that core, right? I pay Aleem. I pay Aleem. Now, the big horse in the room is Marcus Davenport. What is he going to give you? All right. We've seen 6 sacks in 2021. We've seen what? 9 sacks at one point in time, I believe. And then he just disappeared when he got paid. When he went to the Vikings, he got, former first round pick. He's in the Charles Harris, Chris Harris. He's in that, whoever that dude was, 53. He's in that situation. How do we revive your career? We got a 1-year deal with us. Carlton Davis, another one. I don't trust Carlton Davis with a stick. Everybody hate me, man. Oh, yeah, Aleem. I pay Aleem because check this out. I pay Aleem. This is great thing. I pay Aleem if he has those 5 sacks again. If he shows he's a dominant, because he's a dominant run defender. But if he shows that 5 sacks, 6 sacks, okay, you got to pay this guy. He's not the biggest, not the strongest, but he fits your culture, and he's proven it on the field. Got to pay Aleem. Got to lock Aleem up. Oh, yeah. Goff is all right. Goff was born what? Goff was born what? The year of the dragon? He was born this is his year or something. I don't know. I seen something on Facebook said Jared Goff was born the year of the dog. It's his year or some nonsense. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Aleem McNeil's gonna go crazy. And I think that he does benefit off terrible offensive lines, I think that's partially true, but I think he's a good player. But to me, he's not under nearly as much pressure as Davenport or Carlton Davis or guys like that. Matter of fact, when the point of the video was really all pressure, right? What's your expectations, right? That was the big point. That was the big thing we wanted to hit home, great expectations. But more so, we have expectations on players that are greater. I still don't understand it. That are greater than the season expectations. The expectations, you just reminded me, the expectations for Aleem McNeil is, moderate. We want to see the same thing. We don't want you to regress. Expectations for Broderick Martin? I mean, bro, just type in Broderick Martin's name. You're going to see my video, 17K views. I'm just kidding, 17,000 views. You're going to see 4 videos. One's going to call him wasted pick. One's going to call him this. One's going to call him a waste of time. Why was I picked I swear to God, if you search Broderick Martin on YouTube, oh my God, it's bad. It's bad. It is bad. J-Mo, big expectations. I'm a J-Mo supporter. You wouldn't even understand how much I defend J-Mo. You would think I'm a Jared Goff defender. Bro, when we have our guys, I was an Aaron Glenn defender for a long time. When we have our guys like J-Mo, bro, we defend him. When we have our guys like Jared Goff, we defend our guys, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. We defend our guys. So J-Mo's under a huge amount of pressure. Bro, you haven't played a full season in 2 years. One due to injury, one due to gambling. So now with this offseason, you got to work. 2, Aleem, you got to show that you elite for real. You got to get this check. Jared Goff has to prove that he's still worth the check because you have about I think there's 35, maybe 40% of people ain't sold on Goff. Maybe 40. There's bro, I don't know what it is. People, there's I'd say 60 to 80% love Goff. They will say Jared Goff for no reason. They will literally be with their girlfriend, okay, getting romantic, and they will say, Jared Goff. I'm serious. They love Jared that much. But the expectations for the players is more than the actual season. They could go to the playoffs and lose in the first round, and everybody be okay with it. Now, who you lose to, that's going to be a problem. If you don't lose to no dominant team, If you lose to like the Tampa Bay Bucks, we got a problem. Okay, so they can go to the playoffs and win one game and then lose in the division. But I think that the pressure that's on the player individual is insurmountable. Insurmountable. Let's get to the comments. I see a couple comments. Donovan People-Jones got pressure. He got pressure for sure. We don't even know what he is. I love the show. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Same for JMO, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, you brought it up. Defense wins chips. Exactly. Same and great expectations for him. Would like JMO, to be honest. Question. Do you pay Melly or Kirby? I think you pay Kirby. You let Melo will walk. But I'm a Kirby supporter. I don't know if I didn't lost the feed. Donovan Peoples-Jones with Goff needs to be developed. Exactly. Donovan Peoples-Jones is under pressure. He's under pressure. Not immense, crazy pressure. Not that. He's under pressure like, bro, can you be the third receiver, bro? Like, is that your job? Like, can you do it? Like, you ever see a guy at your job? Okay, I work in IT. I'm an IT guy, right? Like, if you ask the guy, like, can you do this, bro? You good? Can you do it? I just need you to do this, this, and this. Can you do that? All right, cool. I just need you to come on time, answer phone calls, fix a person's stuff. Okay? That's all I need you to do. Like, it's really small, but it's really big at the same time. They're about to get divorced. People want. Thank you again, Prior Time, for the 450, 499. People want to be right about Goff when they say he's bad. People still hold on to that. Look, I'm personally, I come on now. Y'all know. I do not like, come on. I'm not a biggest fan. But last year, there was 4 things that he did that last year I was like, that's elite. There was 4 things. 1, Tampa Bay game, the first game, where we had no running game. I think 2 of our running backs were out. And, well, you know, they wasn't playing one at first. He won that game with his arm. He won that game with his arm. Beating Stafford. Not freezing in the moment. Not freezing. The way he responded, way Jared Goff responded after throwing 3 interceptions, and I think he had like 7 turnovers. He had like 4 fumbles and 3 interceptions. I remember because I did a video. Like, this team is not playing like they should be playing. And I said I called it Apocalypse Now. And this was a different channel back then. That was just months ago. But the way he responded against Denver, 5 TDs, 2 to Sam Laporta, I think it was 3. Man, come on. Yeah, the wide receiver 3 game, for real. That's going to be a pressure situation. Like, Donovan Peoples-Jones, can you do that? Is that your job? Can you do it? It's there. Can you do it? I don't know. He don't know. He had 800 yards for Cleveland and disappeared. I like Donovan Peoples-Jones coming out of college. I really did. I really like him. I think he's a prototypical big slot or X receiver in the NFL. When he did what he did with Cleveland, it was right around the time they had, I believe they had the head coach of Miami was their wide receivers coach, or that was a year apart. But they had a heavy influence, okay, by that not Sean Payton. They had a heavy influence of that Kubiak system and that zone read system and that play action pass and that. So he fits because we do the same zone, but we do traps, we do whams, we do run after play action. We build up the play action no matter what. So he needs to just catch the ball. Guess who's on the bet? We didn't even talk about it. Look further into Goff's background. He went to a tiny private school. It affected his ratings. Giving the Lions first year after 50 years. Exactly. About to move. Yeah, exactly. There were people that I was watching that said the Lions have to win the Super Bowl. And I don't know if this comes to my feed, and I don't want to make like a hate video. I don't want to respond because I'm trying to be positive. And I must stay. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be very nice. But there were some channels. Woodhaven Sports, they were Woodhaven Sports was saying they have to win now. So glad I went to Cali. Oh yeah, Cal U is good. California is really for most people. It's really for good. It's good for people. California is really nice. It's a little weird though. It's a little weird. I've never seen mean happy people. They are some mean happy people. They're like happy. They're like, I ordered a sherbet. Oh, damn. Just go to Starbucks in California. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah. Expectations is crazy, wild for the Detroit Lions. So, with 9 minutes left, I'm going to tell you all this. We had a great show. I want y'all to taper your expectations for the Lions. The playoffs is the bar. Okay? The playoffs is the ceiling that's been set. Okay? The winning, you have to win at least one game. We'll agree on that. I seen a couple of y'all in the chat. Y'all like, win one game. I'm just cool with going to the playoffs, but win one game. But we see that windows close. We do not want to be these people in these windows. The 2018 Bills, right now they feeling a fire. They're feeling a fire, bro. They went to the playoffs in 2019. They've been there 5 years. Nothing's happened. First round playoff exit, they're a joke. 2006 Saints, they executed the window and took advantage of it. Everybody kept a job. The franchise quarterback, the head coach, everybody. They was just trying to be a dynasty after that. That's what you get. They did that in 4 years, 3 years. 2006 Saints, and then they won the Super Bowl in 2009, 2010 season. So they took advantage of the window. When they take advantage of the window, takes care of your contract. It take care. Sean Payton was with that team. He couldn't even lead that team. He couldn't even get fired. He brought them relevance. Check this out. This is what happens when you miss your window. Alex Smith, 50-26 in the regular season. I believe he played 5 years. That's a 65% window. That's a 65% winning ratio. Okay. He was doing better than Lynn Dawson. Okay. He was 1-4 in the playoffs. He was traded. He was gone. They moved on. So when you don't take advantage of your window, things start to crumble and crack. It's just a fact. Other squandered windows. Jake Delhomme in Carolina. Jake Delhomme, great running game, great this, great that. Stephen Davis, great defense. Jake Delhomme. The minute they had a bad season, he was out of there, and there was a new coach. They was drafting the first pick in the draft. The minute they drafted Jimmy Clausen, and then they drafted Cam Newton because they had like back-to-back like years with like number 1 picks or something, and Jake Delhomme and that coach before, damn, his name is on the tip of my tongue. He coached for Denver. He's Caucasian. Forget his name. But he had a great defense. Amazing defense. And he just couldn't win. Boom, out of there. Cam Newton. In comes Cam Newton, Mike Rivera. Easy. When you don't take advantage of your window, what happens? Your window, look. Look at Seahawks. They had a different window. They had a window of, we just need a dynasty. They messed up when they went to the Super Bowl. They could have had a dynasty. It really could have. They really could have made it work. But they didn't run the ball. You can boil it down to not running the ball. It really ridded them of their dynasty. Because that was second and 5. That was like 2nd and 5. You could have did 3 plays. Like, you threw the ball. You put it in Russ's hands, and he couldn't deliver. Windows matter. Peyton Manning. You know how bad Peyton Manning's window was, where he was winning and winning and winning and couldn't win in the regular season? Watch America's team. I watch America's game all the time. America's team, America's game, same difference. You gotta take. They had this man praying to God on the sidelines to get a fumble or interception because Brady was back there. I believe that the Lions are going to get back to the NFC Championship game. Season's going to be successful. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo year. Yeah, blew that for sure. John Fox, that's his name. He's on the Lions coaching staff. Oh, Carolina was on original Lions story today. They blew it all up. Yeah. 66, my bad. Peyton Manning for sure was sweating bullets. Yeah. You got to take advantage of your window. So the likelihood is the floor to me is winning the division. I mean, getting in the playoffs. For some of you, it's going to be winning the division. And I can understand that. That's subjective, right? Because you look at the division, you got like 2 rookie quarterbacks. You got like Jordan Love, who's like really in his 2nd year, but he's really in his 4th or 5th year. Like, I can understand what you're saying. There's some people that's going to be like, hey, look, we got to win. We got to win this division and control it. And Raw Detroit was saying that in the comment section. It was like, we got to control this division and win it. I agree with that. I'm okay with just getting the playoffs because I don't know how this division going to turn out. If I control the worst division, like remember the Tigers? Remember the Tigers for a long time? We controlled a lot of trash division stuff, okay? We controlled. We squandered it a couple times. Being consistent winners. I like that too. Being consistent winners. One step at a time. I like that too. My thoughts on Love is I think he's a good quarterback. How I feel about Love is exactly how I feel about Goff. Gets the job done. They're going to rock with him. I don't know about this highest paid stuff. I don't do that. But you get the job done, you're going to get rewarded. I believe a quarterback is going to be a role player in society moving forward. They're not going to keep paying guys 50, 100, 60 million. Quarterback is going to be a role player at one point in life. So, in closing of the show, taper your expectations. I like this. This is be consistent winning. Be consistent with winning. Win. Get to the playoffs. Win a game. But know that 5 years, you got to win a championship. Or their heads will roll. We got 4 cases of it. Heads will start rolling. Tony Dungy rolled. Okay? Indianapolis, Tony Dungy rolled. And then won it in 2002. Mr. Underdone when players had to earn it. Amon Ra did. I'll never be mad at Amon. Expectations. Yeah. First of all, my expectations is just win the games. I just want to be clear on that. Just win some games. Win 12, I don't do that, but go to the playoffs and make it count. Amon Ra earned his money. So I got to get out of here. I got the Roku set up. I got the Facebook set up. We got some Facebook likes and shares. We got YouTube, of course. YouTube is going to be my bread and butter. I'm not leaving from YouTube. Never. My wife asked me, how long are you going to do that for? I'm like, till as long as it counts. till as long as it like. So you could do this in 5 years. I'm like, of course. I'll just evolve. I'll do player interviews. I'll do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna do this for another 10, 20 years. I could see myself doing this for 20 years. This is all right. Now, I'm gonna get out of here. It was a great show, man. It was an amazing show. I love the super chat. Shout out to Pride Time B. I love Raw Detroit, man. Thank you again. Pride Time B, thank you again. Raw Detroit, thank you again. Oh, yeah. And someone was asking me, why do I put so much pressure on Aaron Glenn? Because Aaron Glenn, he's a DB coach. That's the defensive coach. And our biggest problem is defense. I don't put too much pressure on him. But I'm like, hey, look, your side of the ball and your position you played is trash on this team. But I do like Aaron. I do like Aaron Glenn. But I'm like, hey, look, bro. That back, it's leaking. It's leaking back there. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. This is Avery Giovanni. I am out. This was a good show. Love y'all, man. Love y'all.